entry, so it was a lot of like, I'll say, add a record, enter some data, save it, for lack of a better term. And we kind of got into a standard, like after we did one or two features, it was kind of obvious what the standard flow would be. So from that perspective, I think it was pretty easy for the client to understand that, okay, this is how you're going to add records in this area, this tracker, that tracker. And then it was really more how the true creative assets came into play. And that's a whole nother thing.
Okay. At the same point, I think there's, you hit on one of the pain points that we had through the project. Especially getting through the wireframes. We had so many versions. I think that, if hindsight, not every project goes 100% beautiful. I think we did hit a period of sort of analysis paralysis where we were just doing iterations trying to anticipate what the regulatory team could think and not actually moving forward. But this one's where, again, the client became a real strong advocate. They started hunting these people down in the hallways, taking our wireframes to them and saying, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? We went through a lot of these rounds to really make sure ahead of time that nobody would be surprised. It was a lot more legwork in the initial planning period than you would normally think. I think, in other environments, Agile could have been a wonderful thing, but then you would be doing prototypes in code and you'd have a whole new set. But this one's where basically, it was that planning spot and using those wireframes and those comps and those little prototypes that they took around to let them sell it for a long time before we actually got to review.
So again, the key thing here in the theme of the panel, a regular environment has some different